Welcome to part 3 of making a stitch hat. In part 1, we made the base of the hat. In part 2, we made the ears. And now in part 3, we will make the eyes and the nose and finally finish Alien 626. With your black yarn and your 5mm hook, make a magic ring, or if you call it a magic circle, or you can even chain 4 and slip stitch into that first chain to make a ring, whatever you need. And make 6 single crochets inside. Here goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull the yarn towards the back to close up the ring and slip stitch into that first single crochet that we made. And now our first round is complete. Chain 2 and place a half double crochet increase in that same stitch. So there's 1 half double crochet, and here goes the next one. Now in the next 2 stitches, you're going to place another half double crochet increase. So there's 1, 2, that's the second increase, and lastly we're adding the third increase. In the next stitch, place a half double crochet and a double crochet in one stitch. And in the next stitch, we're placing 3 trebles. Here goes the first one. And the second. And now the third. We have 1 stitch left. In the last stitch, we're making 1 double crochet and we're adding a half double crochet, but we have to change the color, so don't complete it. I did, so this is me starting it over and not finishing it up so that I can attach my blue yarn and pull it through. So I'm using that cornflower blue, the lightest blue, pulling it through, and now I can slip stitch into that first half double crochet and close up this round. For round 3, chain 2 and place 1 half double crochet in that same stitch. The next one, we're going to make a half double crochet increase. And as I'm attaching this blue yarn, I like to crochet the other strands around so that I don't have to weave anything in. I'm finishing up my half double crochet increase. So I'm going to repeat 1 half double crochet in one stitch and then a half double crochet increase in the next, and continue to repeat that until I get to my 10th stitch. You can add a stitch marker on your 10th stitch, or you could just count down. I'll meet you once we're there. I am now at my 10th stitch. It is right where that treble was from the previous row. In this stitch, we are making a double crochet, then we're making a treble in the same stitch, and in the same stitch, we are also going to make another double crochet. We can take a closer look and we can see those 3 stitches are in one stitch. So in the next stitch, we are going to make a half double crochet. In the next stitch, we're making a half double crochet increase. There's 1 and 2. And in the very last stitch, we are going to make 1 half double crochet. Then we can slip stitch into our first half double crochet and finish row 3. For round 4, chain 2 and place 1 half double crochet in the same stitch. Next, place 1 half double crochet in the next, and a half double crochet increase in the next. We are going to continue the pattern of 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches and then an increase. We are going to continue this until we get to the tip of the eye. The tip of the eye is where we made those 3 stitches. It is the middle stitch, or you can count to the 15th stitch from the chain 2 that we started this row with. Let's continue. So now we have to make 1 half double crochet in the next 2, an increase. Once again, 1 half double crochet in the next 2, and an increase in the next. 1 half double crochet in the next 2, 1, 2, and an increase. 1 half double crochet in the next 2. Our next spot is where the stitch marker is, so go ahead, take that out. Inside of that stitch, we are going to place 1 double crochet, a treble, and another double crochet. So here goes the double crochet, the treble, and lastly 1 more double crochet. In the next 2 stitches, place 1 half double crochet, 1, 2, next an increase, and then 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And lastly, place a half double crochet increase in that last stitch. There goes the first one and the second. Go ahead and slip stitch into that first half double crochet that we started with. And now you can go ahead and cut the yarn and leave a tail so we're able to sew it on later. With a little bit of white yarn tied to a needle, we're going to add a little speckle on the eye. Starting out from the back, we're going to pull up the string. As I'm pulling the yarn through, I turn it over to make sure that the whole piece of yarn doesn't go through, and I place my hand over it so I can hold it. Then just over 1 single crochet, I'm going to wrap the yarn around about 3 times to secure it in place. I feel like this small detail brings more brightness to the eyes. I make a couple of knots in the back to secure everything. Make 1 more eye, and now we're ready to start on the nose. For the nose, we are going to be using our darker blue, a 5mm hook, and 3 stitch markers. Start off by making a magic ring. We'll be placing a variety of stitches inside the magic ring. First, we are going to place 3 single crochets. Here goes 1 single crochet, 2, and 3. Next, place 1 double crochet. Place a stitch marker on that double crochet so we don't forget where the corner is. Next, place 3 single crochets in the ring, 1, 2, and 3. Place 1 double crochet inside the ring, and again, use a stitch marker so you don't lose your place. Place 3 single crochets in the ring, 1, 2, 3, and place 1 double crochet in the ring, and again, place a stitch marker so we don't lose a corner stitch. We can close up row 1 now. So pull the yarn in the back to tighten up that circle. And then go ahead and slip stitch in that first single crochet that we made. If we take a closer look, the nose is shaped like a triangle and it has 3 stitch markers on each corner. Round 2, chain 1 and place 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. There's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're in a corner space. Take off your stitch marker and place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Place 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. We're at another corner space. Take out the stitch marker and place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Again, place 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Here goes 1, 2, and 3. Take off the stitch marker and place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. We have completed round 2 of the nose. Go ahead and slip stitch in the first single crochet we made. We are done with the nose. If you need to pull the tail a little bit tighter, go ahead and do that. Leave a tail so that you're able to sew this on the face later. I like to play around with the face details and see what looks best to make it as symmetrical as possible. I'm going to go ahead and sew the nose first. That way I can place it more centered and then I could do the eyes right after. I am pretty much eyeballing the placement. I'm placing the tip of the nose above the last row of the length portion of the hat, making sure it's centered to the hat. Now with my needle on my string, I'm going to insert my hook through the hat and back towards the front of the nose, and I'm just going to sew it into place to the best of my ability. I'm using it on this mannequin first so I know that it stays in place, and then I'll take it off later so I can sew it on more comfortably. Go ahead and sew on your nose, and I'll meet up with you when we're ready to attach the eyes. For the eye placement, there should be a stitch apart from the nose and inner corner of the eye. At the bottom, the lowest part of the eye will lay on the second row towards the bottom of the hat. It does not include the brim. The highest point of the eye will lay on the 6th row, counting from the top. Sew your eye to the best of your ability and do the same for the other eye as symmetrical as possible. We have finally finished the stitch hat. I hope you're proud of your work. I know it took some time, but more details truly make this hat come alive. Please comment below where you're wearing your hat to. A theme park, a costume party, is it a gift or just for fun? I love to see your hats. Tag me on Instagram or TikTok. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.